All right, fellas, listen up. Over the last 5 years, I've manifested over $30,000 a month in my business. I've built up a following online of almost 1 million people, and I've helped transform thousands of people's lives into their dream reality. I did this using just one specific method that 99% of people get completely wrong, okay? I'm giving that to you in this video today. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to use the law of attraction in the right way to completely transform your life, what it is now to what you want it to be. This is not some bullshit motivational video that you see a lot on the internet these days, okay? These are actual methods and principles that I'm gonna lay out in a blueprint for you. So just a quick disclaimer before we get started. If you're looking for a bullshit, quick, easy, fantasy, fairy tale, I don't know, Disney movie about just shut your eyes and visualize and you can manifest all that kind of stuff just by writing poems in your book, click off, because this video is definitely not for you. Like I said, this is gonna be actual methods and principles. If you're ready to learn how to use the law of attraction in the right way, pay attention now, okay? Pen, paper, and get to work. So a lot of these days, people, they like to talk about manifestation, okay? What I like to say is instead of just manifesting, how about you just do a bit of proper planning, okay? So there's 3 stages for good, proper planning. During my time in California, I had an assistant coach and he told me proper planning prevents poor results, okay? Manifesting ain't gonna get you shit, trust me. You're not gonna do anything just because you said you would. Saying it is not doing it. Telling your friends you're gonna do it is not doing it. Writing poems in your book is not doing it, okay? Manifesting is not doing. Proper planning prevents poor results. The 3 elements, here they are. Number 1, you need to have a concrete belief system. You almost have to be delusional. There's nothing wrong about having a massive amount of self-belief in yourself. Trust me on this. If you are able to believe that you are the person, okay, when you go about doing the tasks that you need, no matter how hard it is, you'll be able to go about and do them. One of my favorite quotes, again, that I draw from my community, which if you want, you can find more information down below. But in my community, we talk a lot about this one quote that I stumbled upon, and it's, if you give a man a vision and a purpose, right? A goal, a way to get there, so he knows exactly what needs to be done, he will crawl over broken glass naked with a smile on his face. What that means is, if you know where you want to go and you know how to get there, you'll make any necessary sacrifice. But you're only gonna make those sacrifices if you have concrete belief in yourself. For a very long time, I was so delusional myself. When I got fired from my government job in Australia, so straight out of school, I was working a nice cushy government job, wearing suits. I thought I'd made it. I got fired after 2 weeks and I went back to the construction site. And at the time I was speaking to a girl, right, at the office space. She worked in the same floor as me. And she was probably a little bit above my pay grade at that time. I was just a kid, but she kind of laughed at me and she said to me, "Oh, what are you gonna do now? Cut hair in your mom's backyard?" And she and her friends had laughed at that. But at that time, my belief in myself was so delusional that I thought I am gonna cut hair in my backyard and I am gonna be a famous celebrity barber one day. I really believed that. And then even when I went to Kansas and I was cutting hair out of my house with the floor caving in and I was taking cash payments and I was in LA, catching the trains 4 hours a day. I truly believe that I did all of that with a smile on my face. I wanted to be a celebrity barber. And 5-6 years after that girl had said something about me cutting hair in my mom's backyard, I had made that dream a reality. But I didn't do so just by manifesting. Like I said, proper planning prevents poor results. I actually went and accomplished each goal I had set in my plan. So number 1, obviously, that's my personal story. But number 2, you have to understand a few things, right? So 0 to, 2K a month, you're pretty much broke. And that's the kind of stage I was in the beginning, okay? To go beyond that, you have to try find ways to scale up your business. So quick little hack I did, obviously, is I was charging $5 to $10 a haircut when I first started out cutting hair in my college dorm. And then I saw that I was getting pretty popular. But the problem was there was someone that I was competing with at the school at the time. So I had come to the school and I wasn't the only barber on the site. There was another guy and he was cutting primarily the African-American market at the school. And I was cutting all the white boys. Now, Kansas, the school I was at, was 90% African-American. So that guy down the hallway from me was rolling in dosh. And my books were full, but I was cutting hair, not that much. So I knew that for me to actually make more than what I wanted to make, I had to eliminate competition. And that's where, another stage in your concrete belief is that you have to believe that you are better than anyone else in your niche. I thought I was better than that guy at cutting African-American hair, even though I had never done that before. So what did I do? I started cutting African-American hair, started cutting my friends for free, and then I completely undercut him in the process. I became vastly popular in the school to the point that I was the most popular person in the university. You know, I walk around the school, everyone knows who I am. Everyone refers to me as the Peaky Blind on level 2. That's how I managed to go beyond that first market. After that, you have to start thinking about what can you do to scale your source, okay? At that time, I was only taking cash, so I decided, you know, maybe I need to be able to take more than just cash payments. At the time, it was very hard for me because, as I said, I was a student, an international student American. I couldn't take cardless payment. What did I do? I employed someone for me. I employed someone and just said that you are just going to take care of my money. And I literally just used them to hold all my money. See, I took a little bit of risk, but these are the things that you need to diversify. You need to incorporate tools into your business. Now, 0 to 5K, that's pretty simple. After 5K a month, you're looking at difficulties from going 5 to 10K a month. 5 to 10K a month, you really have to start to diversify the income source. You have to find ways to make money online. So if you can find a high income skill, guys, and you can market that online, you can get to 10K a month. That's the goal. Get to 10K a month and then just scale that to infinity. Offload responsibilities, employ people to do jobs for you, pay for those people, okay? And in the meantime, you focus on what you can do the best. Cutting hair got me to 5K a month. Cutting hair did not get me to 10K. Brand deals started getting me to 10K. To get past the 10K, to get to 30K a month, well, obviously I had to find another income source, and I knew I had a large following, and I knew that I had knowledge in fitness and lifestyle. So why not market that? So now take a look at your life. What can you market? What are you good at? Can you build up a personal brand? If so, go ahead and do that. A lot of people have always asked me, how was I managed to go from barbering money to lifestyle money in the online space? And that came as a shock to me. But after understanding a few people's stories, people have mental roadblocks. So in your concrete belief system, which is the number one component of proper planning, the belief system, you need to understand what is blocking you from accomplishing your goal. A lot of times it's childhood experiences. People telling them that they can't do what they want to do. People telling them they're not good enough. I've heard it so many times in my life, even, for example, my own family telling me that what I'm trying to do is not realistic and it's not real life. You need to go get a job. You need to go do this and do that. People telling me that I could never get big in that market because the market's already saturated. But I realized something, and someone had told me this, a Norwegian friend of mine. He told me there's a book, a specific book. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Red Ocean or Blue Ocean Strategy. If the market you want to get into is saturated, meaning it's a red market, all you need to do is create a blue ocean within a red ocean. What can you deliver that's different? So for me, let's take the barbering image, for example. I knew that I was never going to be a better barber than Sam Rascals. But what I did know was that none of these barbers were showing their personality. So what did I do? I started creating videos, showing my personality, interacting with the clients, counting my money, vibing to the music, sweeping the floor. I showed people a barber. I didn't show people a haircut. On my Instagram story the other day, I ran up a poll and somebody asked, how do you get over insecurities? To get over insecurities is not stopping hate. It's realizing that you don't need people's praise. If you become immune to flattery, you'll get over insecurities. All right, next section. Let's say you do identify what's holding you back, what's blocking you from achieving your proper plan. How do we go about transforming that mindset? Obviously, you identify the current belief, but then you need to find the root cause. What is the cause of it? Did someone say something to you in the past? Did you not accomplish something that you wanted to accomplish? Did something bad happen to you? You need to realize these things early in your journey. From there, we need to reprogram our consciousness. Let's say I want to stop smoking cigarettes. The biggest step that you can take is realizing that you are no longer a smoker. You're not a smoker. When someone asks you, do you want a cigarette? You don't say, it's all right. I'm trying to stop right now. No, you say, it's okay. I'm not really a smoker. I don't smoke. You don't tell them, okay, it's been fucking 2 weeks since I had a cigarette. Fuck, it's getting hard right now. No, it's like, no thanks, I'm not a smoker. And even though in the first stages that might be hard to really believe, you do start to believe that. And that changes the psychology from within, which changes how you act, how you behave, the decisions you make, changes what you consume, and it's a positive feedback system. That's how you change limiting beliefs, okay? You need to psychologically start from the inside. So number 2, so after your belief system, we have the self-image alignment. You need to align your personal brand, okay? Your self-image is like a cage, okay? Whatever you construct around yourself, that's what surrounds you. That's what holds you. The only thing that limits you is what you actually acknowledge. If you acknowledge that your environment is pulling you back, then it will actually pull you back. But if you just don't even think about that and you just do the best you can to the best of your capability, you'll actually exceed that limiting factor. Your self-image is a cage. Create the right cage. That's why talented people stay at certain income levels. That's why talented people stay at certain, stages in their life. It's because they form an identity and they stay stuck in that identity. One of the biggest advices I read was in the book Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by Curtis Jackson. 50 Cent. You know, he talks about every time you do something, you need to have a get out. What's your get out? Every time you get into something, you need to be evolving, changing, improving, jumping onto the next thing. You always need to be looking, what's the next thing, okay? 50 Cent couldn't stay 50 Cent forever. He had to become a business person. He had to do other things. He had to get into the movie industry because he knew that, you know, his time as a musician, as an artist, would be short-lived. What happens after that? Make sure you're always looking out for the next thing. Example, you know, how did my self-image change? You know, over the years, I've had many self-images, but the biggest change happened for me when I was working as a construction worker, and I thought I was a hard-working bloke. You know, when I was working in construction, I thought I was like, you know, a proper man. I thought I was hard yak. I was waking up 5 a.m. in the dawn to dusk in the freezing cold, steaming hot, didn't matter what it was, all conditions. I was out on the road, building roads and bridges in civil construction. And I thought that's me. You know, tough guy. The biggest change happened when I just started to view myself as a hustler. What can I do to hustle a bit of cash? What can I start to do? Okay. The hustle mentality really stuck on when I went to America, started hustling as a barber. And then the biggest change that took me from 5K plus, you know, 10K, 20K, 30K, was I started to see myself as a businessman. Not once in my journey did I ever think I was an influencer or content creator. I always thought of myself as a business person, okay? I've got all these millions of eyes. What can I do? How did I start getting cologne deals? I've got cologne. I just thought, you know, if I get this many eyes, what if I just make a video and I'm using the cologne in the barbering video? What if I'm just wearing nice clothes in the video? Bang, clothing sponsorships, cologne deals, okay? I started to think with strategy. I started to proper plan. Like I said, proper planning prevents poor results. You need to have that on lock. Self-image changed from hardworking individual to hustler to business person. That was my journey. What's yours? And the last of the three, confidence integration. Your confidence attracts opportunities, okay? If you meet someone, right, when you are confident and you're able not to be cocky, confident. Confidence is when you get into a situation and you're able to be at ease. For example, I think there's a Batman movie and I think it's Christian Bale. He walks into the ballroom or whatever it is and he walks in with a comment and a smile on his face and his posture's nice. That's real confidence. But the comment he made was a very pleasing comment to the other person. He was only able to make that compliment because he was very confident in his entrance, okay? Do you see what I mean by confidence? I don't mean coming in thinking I'm the top shit. I mean coming in very comfortable and able to open to other people. When you're able to open to other people, you will more than 50 times increase your opportunities in life. Why? Well, not only will you have more social interactions, you'll build longer lasting, better concrete relationships, okay? And they'll like you. Why is that important? Because people buy from people they like. Anything in business, people need to like you. So how do you change your confidence? Okay, here's the gravy of the video. How do you change your confidence? Well, number one, it's, you know, some people may say it's quite vain, but I think it's quite true. Brother, if you just improve your physique, improve your clothes, improve your smell, like your grooming, that's already like 80% of the confidence journey. If you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror and you're not happy with that, you're not going to be confident throughout the whole day. But if you wake up in the morning, you look at yourself and you see a fucking six pack, you see a big chest, nice round shoulders, okay? You've got sick fucking hair, you've had a haircut every 2 weeks, you know, you've got a fucking collection of perfumes, you can smell very nice for any situation, any environment, and you've got good posture and you just stroll around, you've invested in your social skills, you read books. That's confidence right there because you've upgraded your physique and you've upgraded your look. That's 80% of the battle in confidence, I'm telling you. The other 20% is psychological. Get in the fucking gym, work hard, train hard, eat well, sleep well, and I promise you 80% of the battle is done. So let me show you a perfect example of how these strategies actually become implemented and improve someone's life. So one of the members in the game plan, Nicoletta, you know, when she had come to the program, she was stuck at the 5K revenue per month mark and, you know, stalled in her fitness journey. Like many of you, she was unhappy with her fitness, stuck at a certain income revenue, doing all the right things, but it just wasn't clicking. The first thing that happens in the game plan community is we identify what's holding us back. Like I said, the concrete belief system. Because literally what is holding you back is your ceiling in terms of income and fitness. That's your ceiling. Those beliefs were literally holding her back. Me and Nicoletta, we actually ended up having a phone call as part of my community program. And just 5 months after her start in the game plan, she shattered all her PRs in the gym. She surpassed the 10K a month mark. And she dropped 5 pounds of body weight while getting stronger. Okay, she didn't do some insane cut and starved herself. No, she literally just ate healthier, stuck to the program in the community, dropped weight, and got stronger. Confidence of her right now is through the roof. And here's what's crazy: she did that without grinding herself to the ground. I'm not talking about 15-hour work days. I'm not talking about insane protocols. Just real methods implemented. That's it. Fixing the belief system, fixing your confidence, and fixing the self-image. Those 3 elements of proper planning will change your life. But just know that this isn't going to change your life unless you actually take action. And I know some of you right now might be feeling stuck. And I just want you to know I know exactly how that feels, because I was there. Like I said, when I was a construction worker, I felt stuck in my mindset, in my income, in my physique. I wasn't happy. And that's why right now I want to share something with you, okay, that complete changed the game for me and I think could really help you. I just released a new video on my YouTube channel where I talk about my whole complete journey, my transformation, my life story, from going broke barber to 6-figure online revenue. I've been helping thousands of people transform their lives, okay? And in that video, I'm going into depth into exactly what I did that transformed my life. From that video, you'll learn my top nutrition hacks, okay? You'll learn my top content creation hacks if you ever wanted to make a personal brand, and you'll learn the key changes I made in my lifestyle that made all the difference. But I have to warn you, this is raw and completely unfiltered truth, okay? It's not gonna be the most entertaining video, but it's gonna be exactly what you need. So if you are ready to transform right now, click the video on the screen, give that a watch. I promise you, you're gonna learn everything you need to know. For everyone else who isn't subscribed, hit the subscription button, click the bell for notifications, okay? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.